Welcome back. So the Hawks played on, I believe this was Sunday night or Saturday night. It's been a couple of days. I haven't had the energy to make a video, nor really the time, but we're going to get into this game now, only I think 3 days before the Hawks' next game against Detroit. So obviously this was Chicago's first win of the year, which before the game even started, I was like, you know, I've got a really bad feeling that this is going to be the Hawks' first win of the season. I don't know why. I didn't even know that San Jose hadn't won a game up to this point, but I don't know. It was just a feeling I got in my stomach the moment the puck dropped. For the first 10 minutes of the game, the Hawks were dominating the San Jose Sharks. It just felt like old school Blackhawks hockey where they were possessing the puck all the time. They were forechecking like crazy, and they actually played pretty well defensively too. And not to mention Peter Mrazek was standing on his head for most of this game. And with about 9 minutes to go in the first period, San Jose gets their first shot of the game. But after that first shot, they started to, heat up, and they started to, kind of play like they wanted to be in this game. And with about 6 minutes to go in the first period, Erik Karlsson receives a pass at the right point, skates into the right circle at the hash marks, and Jason Dickinson comes and challenges him for the puck, and Karlsson makes a nice move onto his backhand, finds Nico Sturm on the left side of the ice at the left side faceoff dot, and Sturm, with Peter Mrazek trying to move over as quickly as he can, but he goes down early. Sturm just shoots the puck into the top of the net, and the San Jose Sharks go up 1-0. And with less than a minute to go in the first period, Erik Karlsson again picks up the puck at the point, sends a shot towards the net, clearly not looking to score the goal. He's looking for Couture stick the entire time, and Peter Mrazek looks dumbfounded, and the puck just goes straight past him. And right after the goal is scored, Mrazek is on one knee, looking over, I believe, at the ref and going, "What the heck?" He might have been calling for a high stick, but it clearly wasn't. And that's literally right after the San Jose Sharks managed to go from literally not having a single shot until the 9th minute of the game to now, within the last 30 seconds of the first period, being up 2 shots to the Hawks. And so we close out that first period being down 2-0 and left wondering whether or not Chicago is going to be able to come back in this game after having such a great start. And it wouldn't be until 7 minutes into the second period that we would get an answer to that question. Tyler Johnson breaks into the San Jose zone, attempts to send a shot onto the net, and the San Jose Sharks defenseman picks it up and tries breaking it out. But Taylor Raddysh stops the San Jose forward at the blue line, picks the puck up, bounces it off the boards. Tyler Johnson finds it at the blue line, spins around, and finds a wide open Jonathan Toews at the left side blue line. And Jonathan Toews does Jonathan Toews things, goes straight to the net, forehand, backhand, and scores, and the Hawks are back within 1 goal. And to see Jonathan Toews scoring this early into the season, it's been years since he's been this hot to start a year, especially since, he missed the whole year, and last year it took him until the end of the season to finally get back into form. But it really just feels like it's the old Jonathan Toews out there, and I couldn't be happier about it. And not too long after that, the Hawks find themselves on the penalty kill. But don't worry, the Hawks have decided that they're better on the penalty kill than they are on the power play. A Blackhawks defenseman picks up the puck behind the goal line in the right side corner, sends it down the ice. Streaking Sam Lafferty picks up the puck along the right side boards in the neutral zone, flies down, drops the puck to a streaking Dickinson, who shoots the puck at the net, and the San Jose goaltender Kaapo Kähkönen saves the puck with his right pad. And as Dickinson shoots that puck, Sam Lafferty is going from behind the goal line back in front of the net and finds the loose puck from the rebound and just taps it in, and the Hawks tie the game 2-2. Not too long later, the Hawks take another penalty. This time it's Connor Murphy, and so they're back on the penalty kill. But like I said, the Hawks are apparently better on the penalty kill than they are on the power play. And so Seth Jones picks up the puck again in the exact same spot as the previous Blackhawks defenseman did on the penalty kill. He finds Sam Lafferty again streaking down the right side boards, and he sends a pass over to Jason Dickinson, who looks like he's going to drop the puck back to Sam Lafferty, but ends up going around the net, gets knocked down while laying on the floor, going down, falling down to his chest pretty much. Somehow manages to slide the puck over to Sam Lafferty, who is parked in front of the net, and Sam Lafferty scores again. And I lost it when he scored this goal. I love Sam Lafferty, and to see him score 2 goals, he had 3 points tonight, and he will get his 3rd point later in this game. All right, I am like, he's a point per game right now, and I don't know if he's ever been a point per game in his career to this point. It's amazing. I freaking love it. Not to mention, Jason Dickinson, this was his debut, and outside of that move that Erik Karlsson pulled on him in the first period, he was lights out for Chicago. Probably their best player, although I'd say that Sam Lafferty, Jonathan Toews, Taylor Raddysh, Tyler Johnson, and Seth Jones were all up there, in my opinion. So after those 2 shorthanded goals, which were only 130 seconds apart, the Hawks are now up 3-2 in this game, and it seemed like San Jose just couldn't hack it at this point. All the momentum was on Chicago's side, and there was nothing they could do to get it back. Instead of, talking about the boring stuff that happened for the rest of that second period, let's move on to the next goal because, there are so many of them that I just want to talk about those and nothing else, to be perfectly honest. In the Blackhawks defensive zone, on the left side circle, the San Jose Sharks win the faceoff, and the San Jose Sharks defenseman tries to slap shot the puck towards the net. But Tyler Johnson is having absolutely none of that. He lays out his body, makes a massive shot block, and Taylor Raddysh sees the open puck in the middle of the ice, grabs it, and flies down the ice. Nobody is catching up to him, goes forehand, backhand, does the exact same thing Jonathan Toews does, and scores for the Hawks' 4th goal of the night. And I'm telling you, this Johnson, Toews, Raddysh line, they might be the Blackhawks' best line throughout the entire year, assuming Johnson doesn't get hurt, which might be a lot to ask, and assuming Jonathan Toews doesn't get hurt, which, again, might be a lot to ask. And if Johnny continues to play this way, if he wants to be traded, teams will pay a premium price for him, I am sure, especially if he keeps his form. But I personally feel he wants to stay with Chicago, teach the young kids, how to win, how to be a professional on and off the ice. And I'll make a video about that with both Kane and Toews in mind at a later point in time. And about 4 minutes after Taylor Raddish's goal, the Hawks back in the defensive zone, which they were really good at managing to, transition the play and score goals coming out of those transitions. Sam Lafferty on the right side boards, picks up the puck, sends it forward, trying to reach Jason Dickinson. The San Jose Sharks defenseman almost picks it up, but Dickinson relentlessly pokes that puck away, flips his stick up and around the defenseman. Philip Kurashev, who is right there, picks up the puck, sends it back over to Jason Dickinson, and they both go flying. All right. Now, Dickinson is a little bit ahead of Kurashev, and he kind of pulls back and waits for Kurashev to get there, but the defenseman is blocking that passing lane, so Dickinson does the smart thing, and he rips that shot top left corner on the San Jose Sharks goaltender, getting himself his 3rd point of the night, his 1st goal as a Blackhawk, and cementing his debut as one of the most fun that I've seen any Blackhawks player debut with. This genuinely felt like old school Blackhawks hockey. I freaking loved it. I had a great time watching the game. It was... I'm going to miss this because it's not going to happen very often, and it's going to be a really, really rough season. I think the whole team played well. Still, I expect more out of Kane. He should be getting on the score sheet sooner or later here. He's just heating up, I would assume, or at least I hope. I personally hope that Athanasiou makes his way off that top line, and somebody who is right-handed who can shoot the puck ends up on that top line with Domi and Kane, because I think Domi's been playing well. It's just Athanasiou is kind of a train wreck out there. For Friday night's game against the Detroit Red Wings, the Chicago Blackhawks have demoted Alex Vlasic to the AHL. He probably would have gotten into games before then if he hadn't gotten injured. But the reason is that Jake McCabe should be making his season debut against the really, really good Detroit Red Wings this season. And that should be exciting for Hawks fans. He played really well at the end of the season last year for Chicago. I don't know where he'll slot into the lineup. I'm assuming he'll probably just take Jared Tenorti's spot, but I think Jared Tenorti has played pretty well with Connor Murphy, but I mean, we'll see. I personally would take Caleb Jones out for now because he's been causing too many turnovers, but maybe that's what we want because we want to be losing games. I have no idea. But that would be it for this video, and if you liked it, be sure to hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time after Game 4.